Okay, so on the last video, we left Pong and we were able to move up and down with the arrow keys. And whenever it hit the paddle, it bounced back. Okay, so we worked out how to do the basic collision in the last video. Whenever it gets to the end, it bounces back again and just comes back. Okay, so a kind of version of Pong, not quite fully working, but something that we can work on. Now, in this video, what we want to do is we just want to change the trajectory of the ball. Okay, so we don't want it just moving in a straight line. We want it to be able to go in diagonals. Okay, so the diagonal it's going to go on is only 45 degrees. Okay, so there aren't any other angles other than simply bouncing off edges and hitting at 45 degrees. Okay, so that's what we're going to do in the rest of this video. So I'll stop this simulation and we'll go back in and we'll have a look at the code. Okay, so the last one we did was this one here, Pong 10 paddle ball bounce.asm. Okay, so the next one we're moving on to is the Pong 11 angle. Okay, so I've done the same thing in this video as I did in the previous videos. I've just added in the stuff, I've made a note of the stuff that's different. Okay, so all of the constants are the same. This bit here is slightly different, so there's very little changes on it. So this is different here. Okay, and if we go through the rest of the code, there's a little bit here difference as well. Just slightly different. It's probably just using different registers. Okay, but it's ostensibly still doing the same thing for drawing the paddle, and everything else is pretty much the same. Okay, yep, in fact that's basically it. So the only real difference in this is the value for some of our constants. Okay, so the constants we're looking at here are the ball step left. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, in order for to get it to bounce off the walls, okay, at different angles, rather than using 0, 0, 0, 1 in order to move it one position to the left, and F, 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 which is -1, which moves it one position to the right, and F, 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 F moves one position to the left. We're going to use a couple of different values. Okay, so the values we're going to use here is the ball step left, okay, and then the ball step right, and also these two here, and this one here remains the same. So we've picked values such that if you were to add these values onto the present position, it's actually going to adjust the position, not just in a one point horizontally, either left or right. It's going to move it up or down as well. So rather than going along like this, it's going to go along in a diagonal direction at 45 degrees. Okay, now in order for you to understand this, you have to convince yourself that whenever you add these numbers onto the existing positions and then you look at the result in 2's complement arithmetic, you actually do get the next x and y values in a diagonal position as opposed to a horizontal position. Now what I might do is, because it's not necessarily obvious to you when you try and just work this out in your head, I will actually generate a few values, not in this video, possibly in the next video. I'll generate a few values and we'll go through the 2's complement addition and we'll see how the 2's complement addition changes the y and the x coordinates. So of all the things in the Pong videos, probably the movement here using addition of these values in 2's complement to give us the diagonals is probably the most interesting little part in a lot of the code. So I'll go through that. I think probably next video I'll just talk why these values actually work. But let's have a quick look through the individual values here. before we go on and look at the actual simulation. Okay, so we don't actually need these two here at the moment, okay? They're not actually getting used. They're just part of the next video, okay? So I'll take these out for the moment. So right now, the only difference we have are in these, the step left and the step right, okay? So whenever, I've added a little bit of the comments in here as well. So whenever we do the ball step left, what it's actually doing is it's going to go left and it's going to go down as well, okay? So we're going to have the Y position equals y plus 1, which is going down the way, and then we're going to have the x position, which is x minus 1, which is going to move to the left hand side of the screen. Okay, so this is going to move the ball in the down direction. Let's see, I'm backwards here with my recording, so we're going to be going left and we'll be going down, so we'll be going like this. Okay, so that'll do this diagonal. Okay, now the other one is going to go right. Okay, so this one here is going to go right, but it's also going to go up. Okay, so we're going to go in the right direction and it's going to go up. Okay, so it's going up like this. So it means we're going to have this diagonal here. Okay, and that's all we're going to do here for this one at the moment. Everything else is exactly the same. And as I said, I will go through and we'll see why these two particular values work whenever we do 2's complement, but I can do that in a different video. It's more kind of like just arithmetic. Okay, so I'll go terminal, run task, assemble file, and let's see, there's an error, no declaration, label R5UUD. Okay, so I don't know idea what that means. Line 51. 51. Oh, right, okay, so that looks like that declaration for some reasons. Come in, okay, I'll go terminal, run task, assemble file. So that's assembled successfully, and we can get in and we'll load it into the machine. So we'll reset the machine. Reset. Okay, so that's us got it up and running. So now what we can go and do is we'll run this up and see what happens when it actually hits off the paddle, if I can manage to get the paddle. Okay, so you see it hit off the paddle and it's heading backwards again. Okay, but then it just continues through the edge again. Okay, so we don't have any of the edges, so we don't have the bottom edge or the top edge, or not, in fact, the right hand side edge fixed yet. So what we need to do in the next videos is we need to fix the edges so that the ball bounces off of these three edges. Okay, and so that's what we'll go on to in the next video. So thank you for listening. I'll get you on the next video. Goodbye.